All right. Shut up, me. Hey, how's everyone doing? By the way, just setting some stuff up before we start. You should go as on. You should go into where are you at? Yes. Yeah, sure. I have to make sure the other one is on the playlist as well. All right. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my voice. Well, you can tell that I just woke up. Anyways. So. That is the wrong button. Now. As you can tell by this something on the screen, don't worry about that. But anyways. Welcome to another progression Shadowhunter thingy majiggy. This is going to... I probably might end up just going ahead and just grinding some of the Springfling event. To see, let me just see what are... How much do the ally cost? Because as you can tell, I'm already at 3 mil. I got some of the allies, and not to mention I grinded last week. I grinded some Radiant Shards, which I sold all of them, and I got a couple 100,000 flux, and I'm back at 3 mil. So, yeah, today I'm just going to be going over... I'm thinking whether or not should I just keep grinding the event to see if I get any of the tradable items, to see if I can actually sell them and get more flux and use that flux to get more mastery. Or... And yeah, essentially just wait it out until more Dragon Coin challenges appear, because as you could tell, I am very close to actually getting my very first Primordial Dragon. I do have the Diamond Dragon, where the hell are they? You can tell I'm already over 400 and my Dragon Coin is at 363. So I'm very close to actually getting myself to the 400 mark. I can actually get it right now. I do have the qubits right there, and if I wanted, I could actually just get a dragon and loot collect and get the dragon coins. So yeah, that's essentially what I've been just doing. Well, I wanted to do. So for today, I really wanted to go and either grind the Springfling event. Let me just see the prices on Mayfly. Mayfly is roaming around in the 2 mil mark, 1.8, 1.8, 2 mil mark. It doesn't seem too bad. And what about the other, the Snowboy? The Snowboy is still in the 40k. That's more expensive than Xbox. That's crazy. And how about, what are the other ones? Jade Bloom. Jade Bloom, it's only at 400, but doesn't matter. And B-Body is... Oh, B-Body is actually not too bad. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up just grinding the event. Today is Dragon Day, so might as well just... Someone just died. Yeah, I might as well just end up just keep grinding the actual event on its own. I already got everything. I grinded all of the things in the event early on. I'm also very close to actually getting myself the 100 fiery feathers for the Phoenix mount. Yeah, anyways. By the way, if you're wondering what the hell is that screenshot that I put in right now, like I just mentioned before, I've been working on a little project. It's a personal project. Something that I just wanted to do for myself, really. Because I wanted to learn and I wanted to And essentially, I just wanted to learn, and I ended up doing that you're seeing right now on screen. Obviously, that's not the full screenshot, and also it's not fully done. But I thought that it looked cool, so I was like, you know what, I might as well just um make it a screenshot, a transparent screenshot, and just leave it the way that it is. I also put in like a background in the community tab. I might as well just I might end up using that for the channel background, or I'll wait out until it's done. I keep checking. I'll see what I can do, but yeah, this is pretty much the main reason why I have been pretty inactive recently, and I just been working on that, just putting my time and attention into it, just learning as I go along. Jesus, Trove is really messed up, pretty laggy. So yeah, essentially that's all of the things that I've been doing for a while now. I'm full inventory. Oh no. Oh no. Let me look collect all of my trophies. I don't care about the trophies from the event. I'm not even going to try to save them. Well, all this compost is going to work for the badge. Badge equals more mastery. I thought I crashed. And I don't even want to sell that trophy. Anyways. Is there anything that I need to get rid of? The Bunch Smasher Giant. Okay. Cool. Yeah, essentially right now what I will be doing is just waiting for... Actually, did I get the Dragon Coin Tome ready? I'll be waiting. Because the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to get the Legendary Tome for Dragon Coins, which is 25,000 qubits. And I almost got 21,000 of them. Which is crazy to think because next week is going to be a double star bar, which is really nice. That means by next week I can actually get the double star bar and start getting the Dragon Coin Tome. I can actually just complete the... You know what? I'll complete the daily star bar as well. Let me just... Okay. Let me just kill some of the bosses in some of these dungeons to see if I can actually just get more star bars done. I don't care about the keys, I got plenty. Because if I actually do get this star bar done, we're almost near reset as well. Where the hell are you? There you are. That's why I don't want to spend my... what is it? Like, I really don't want to spend... Where you at? I really don't want to use bomb. Like, I really don't want to spend all my cubits in order to get the dragons, for me to actually just get those dragons for, you know, the dragon coins, I mean, the dragon coin to get the dragon eggs and use those dragon eggs to, yeah, that's pretty much it, just to use to get more dragon coins. I much rather use it for the dragon coin tome. And just have that passively. Just in case I forget to even do the dailies, I can at least do the weeklies and get extra 25 dragon coins. Which I will need those dragon coins for later. At the very least, I still do my weeklies on this account, so... yeah. So even though doing my weeklies is going to be really helpful because it's going to increase my dragon coin gains per week from 25 to 40 dragon coins, which is pretty nice. Gotta love this dungeon. Why the hell am I... Just saw it. Yeah, 40 dragon coins a week. Actually, one thing that I should be doing that I don't want to do is maybe just get some coins for Boomeranger. So entering Primordial, get the coins so I can get the tomes, because legendary tome 200 dragon coins, I can use those coins to essentially get more mastery points. And considering right now is the best way to actually just play Boomeranger, because it's new and people are all still playing it, I can actually just use that to get more dragon coins. Not dragon coins, but more mastery. You know, a funny thing that I noticed is that permafrost enemies, even though they are dungeon bosses, they don't count as bosses. Otherwise, the boss mod will literally just target them as actual bosses. Actually, this is not bad in getting some extra sticky eye cores. Alright, it's Cusco. Some extra sticky eye core would be very helpful. In the last event, actually, on that last event, it was actually really nice. In regards to getting some flux on this account. In Bumfest, what I did is I ended up just only grinding hidden eggs, and used those hidden eggs to get the new tradable mount, and I kept selling that mount for around 200k, give or take. I also got some extra mag riders here and there, but which I also sold for like 200k. But for the most part, what I ended up doing was just getting the Bumfest bounty mount and use that mount to get more flux, which I ended up selling like 6 or 7 of them at like 200 plus each, which that was really, really nice. 6-7 mount, that's like an extra couple, like 1.4, 1.2, 1.4 mil. And okay, there we go. That extra 1.2 mil really came in handy because, you know, as you probably could tell, I focus a lot in mastery. This is where the main focal point that I'm at right now in this game. I should be getting mastery. This is the point of the game that I'm at. Mastery is extremely important in this game. People really don't realize how ridiculously important getting mastery really is, especially before, well, not especially, before 500, because after 500 it's more luxury than anything. But that was a boss, what the hell. But before 500, if you're not 500 Trove, 100 Geode, like getting mastery is just an essential part of your game, like legit. It's really, 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 really good. It's absolutely ridiculous how good it is. Can I hit? Oh, apparently I cannot. No. I thought I got the boss. Got the little lag, which indicates that you complete the dungeon. You might be wondering, if for those who are just tuning in, why am I doing dungeons? I'm just completing the daily star bar while doing the event. I'm just getting some of the stuff from this event because I wanted to just at least get I want to get a little bit more flux for mastery, which is going to help me boost my damage. I'm very, very close to reaching 400 as well. I'm 386. So I'm getting there. I'm getting close to 400 total mastery, which is very, very nice. You know, 400 total mastery really is going to feel more like an achievement. Getting 400 mastery before 330k, that's really, really nice. I'm still waiting for the 3-star Vampire Vanquisher. Which, there we go. The 3-star Vampire Vanquisher is going to be really helpful. There we go. Actually, I've been meaning to ask, what platform you're playing? Because on PC right here, they're like 1.8 each. Or 1.9 or something like that. I haven't checked Xbox yet. But Xbox probably is the same realm. PlayStation, oh, okay. But yeah, I wasn't so fortunate. I already got it, like I got the mount and I got everything for the event on my main account. But holy Jesus, was that painful. Like after ending the stream of me just grinding, I kept grinding for like a couple of hours. Didn't get anything. That's when the server started to just have problems, where everyone just kept getting disconnected, or when you connected you couldn't even connect back. So that happened to me, essentially. And at that point I was just so tired. I was like, oh, whatever, I've already spent a couple of hours just grinding this stupid event, not getting anything. Like I've already killed like 700 of these stupid bees and still no drops. Oh well, so I'm just going to move on and just go to bed, and when I wake up I'll just continue and see if I get any lucky. And literally, like, as soon as I woke up and logged in, not even 10 minutes and I got the mountain. I just went, bro. Okay. I was like, oh, alright. So since I got the mount, let's see if I can get more. Spent like 3 hours, didn't get anything. Like, okay. Screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. So that's the unfortunate part. I don't know why. Like, one of these days, one of these events is going to be like, I'm going to be extremely lucky on one of these events and just get drops like crazy fast, so I can actually make millions and millions of vlogs at one point. Because thus far, literally every single event, especially like the last 3 events, it's just been horrible luck. There you go. It's been horrible luck. Alright, I'm done with the daily qubits. It's been horrible. Like, you had no idea. It's been really bad luck. It's not that I don't get drops, it's just that I had to put in like 3 times the amount of work to get the drops. Because on St. Q Slick, I grinded God knows how many hours on St. Q Slick. Like, to put it into perspective, I was in top 2 in world bosses without killing world bosses. It just to put it that way. Barely killing world bosses, not even doing what is it? Like, not even doing the Jurassic Plane. I was doing the other, the one in the Neon City. And the one on the Neon City is, there's no world bosses. They do appear sometimes in some cases, the world bosses, but that was about it. Just killing random enemies everywhere. Just getting like less than 100 EXP or probably 100 EXP. I killed so much that I leveled up a Paragon once. So yes, I got over 3 million EXP just by killing enemies at 100 EXP at a time. Just to put it into perspective. Despite all of that, I only got 5 mount drops, if I do recall correctly. So yeah, that pretty much will tell you how ridiculous it was. Like, to the point that everyone were going like, oh yes, I got a luck-based hunch, like 700, and oh my god, I grinded so much, and I was just sitting with like 3,500. Oh. Well, that's awkward. It was ridiculous. It was that. And all of that, despite all of that, 5 mount drops. 5. Where most of the people actually got mounts like really easy, really early on. And then it was Bumfest. Bumfest as well. I grinded like crazy on Bumfest. To also, I got top effort on the very first week. Like in the game, like top effort in the game. With one character, I was top 10 with. So I got top effort like in the entire game with the Tomb Racer. I was using the Tomb Racer for the most part. I got top 5 on Draco effort, top 10 on Ice Age effort, top 5 on Night effort. All of that during the week first on Bumfest. Then on the second week I grinded not as much, but still grinded a whole lot. Still was top effort Tomb Raider and such. Top effort Tomb Raider and like top 10 effort on Draco. Despite all of that, I only got 4 drops. 4 drops. Not 4, well, 6 drops if you count both of the mounts. So, by drops I mean like the expensive drops. Like mounts and Boomeranger bomb styles. The Boomeranger bomb style and like all of that was like I only got 6 of them, which was 2 mounts and 4 bomb styles. And that was about it. And in this event, like I just mentioned, it took me so long just to get the first mount. I'm just like, one of these days, I will be like one dude that I was on Xbox. Oh boy. Literally got everything before even completing the event. And the event takes like 10 minutes. 10, 20 minutes. Like legit, the event takes like 10 to 20 minutes and then he got like literally everything. The tradable ally mount. All of the untradable stuff. Like, bruh. I want that luck. Like, I really do. It's... Now that sounds very appealing, I will say. Yeah, getting that amount of luck just to get extra amounts of draws, like, that would be really nice. But yeah, also another thing that I just wanted to talk about is in regards to my last live stream that I did, which in the last live stream I actually went on my Xbox account, and in my Xbox account I actually what is it, like I actually did a lot of rerolls and just got some empowered gems to get some Vampire and Vanquishers for some of my other physical damage character, which I ended up getting 2 3-star Vampire and Vanquisher after opening like a total of like 370 total empowered gem boxes, including stellar empowered gem boxes. So got 2 3-star Vampire and Vanquisher. With those 2 3-star, I actually gave one to my Vanguardian and the other one to my Boomeranger, of course, which were my last 2 physical damage characters that didn't have Vampire and Vanquisher. And after just using it, like, Vanguardian it's like I didn't realize how good Vanguardian can really be, because I do have my Vanguardian at 36. So I have managed to get my Vanguardian at 36 because Vanguardian has my secondary fully augmented set of gems for physical damage character, because I do have 2 sets of lesser gems that are just extra fully augmented, one for magic and one for physical, which if I wanted to just swap to another character, I can easily just swap some like those gems in order for me to actually get the fully augmented set of gems. which right now they are on the Coloromancer, Vanguardian, respectively. Those are like my 4 sets of gems that I have fully augmented. Well, my 2 extra. And obviously, after using the Vanguardian with a fully augmented set of gems, it's ridiculous how good that class can be. Like, it's really good. Like, it's ridiculous because it's a pretty fast character. Like, running, I definitely noticed that running no Marshall is the way to go for maxed out Vanguardians. Because I keep forgetting that Vanguardian does ridiculously high damage. And yeah, so ridiculously high damage. Really spammable ability. Like, the only problem with Vanguardian is energy consumption, like energy. Like, you like that characters just chew through your energy like crazy. That's why, like, no Marshall running Arcane, Celes, I mean. Running Celes Trail is really good. Well, not even Celes, I actually use Chrono for maximum force flash and use energy regen. Oh yeah. My opinion, what is the best class and farm right now? Depends on platform. So let me just talk about after Shadowy Spotlight. In terms of like the most efficient, I'm talking like if both characters are maxed out, full 36.3, I do believe it's max PR, I actually forgot. 36.3, 36.9. No, why is it 36.3? 36.9. Anyway, so the highest potential DPS for PC right now after Shadowy Spotlight, if I do recall correctly, based on the DPS chart, the one that was just posting out, the highest one was Pirate Captain. Then Shadow Tactical Seeker, Shadow Hunter. Those were like the highest DPS. Like those two, and I don't remember the third one. Maybe it could be Luna Lancer or Coloromancer or whatever. I don't remember. But the highest one that was posting the highest one was Pirate Captain with multiple ult setup. Then Shadow Hunter for DPS. And if we're going for based on dungeon grinding, the fastest character consistently, I mean, is still Neon Ninja. Now that it has a much stronger basic, it pretty much just covers all of the weaknesses that endgame Neon Ninja had, which was basic. So pretty much Neon Ninja is the same class, but you can literally just destroy every single enemy one-shot with basic because 2.85. But that's, yeah, then maybe to an extent Shadow Hunter, because consistency in Shadow Hunter still has ridiculously high base movement speed. Luna Lancer is high up there. Like, I don't know exactly which class is the best post Shadowy Spotlight, but currently on console, definitely number one is still Coloromancer in terms of DPS. There's no question. Clawmaster boasts ridiculously huge DPS as of right now. Before Shadowy Spotlight, which is right now what it is on console. And that's not even a question. And for dungeon farming, I probably still Neon Ninja till this day. If you're end game, you one-shot everything. And the only weakness is basic, using basic attacks, so you don't have like a really strong instant cast ability. Which is very interesting to think about, because Neon Ninja you can now run an attack speed build Neon Ninja. And by attack speed, I mean basic attack. Basic attack build Neon Ninja with Martial Trail. You can actually build that right now, and it is ridiculously... It's going to be ridiculously effective because Neon Ninja has that damage. So just imagine, Neon Ninja does 2.85. Let me just put in game volume, by the way. Sorry about that. Audio, put in some whatever game volume. Hey. But yeah, Neon Ninja does 2.85. What is it, like... Attacks per second still 2. And it has really good crowd control on basic. It's like the Knight pre-patch, but slightly better because you do more damage. And you attack just as fast. This is going to be like post-patch Neon Ninja. You can just go basic only, and that's going to be really effective. And just use Shuriken for utility and for momentum, or if you want to one-shot like a world boss or 3-star. You can use that right now. Like I want to test that one out. But we don't have Shadowy Spotlight on console, which is still a shame. We got a massive update that dropped in, like pretty much most of the... What is it? Like most of the additional updates that are normally on Season 3 Boomeranger. And is also on console. Like we can see... we can actually just see the category for hairstyles. We can actually just see this, you know, the category per hairstyle, which is normally only in Boomeranger Season 3 as part of the update. That is also on console. We actually did get that part of the update, which is just crazy to think. But we didn't get any of the stuff around Shadowy Spotlight. We didn't get, obviously Season 3 Boomeranger, we didn't get anything. We only got like a couple of like quality of life stuff, and it's a big shame, honestly. Actually, let me just grab. Let me just look at U7. You using Ganda. You. Can you load map? Can you load? It's not going to load because there's way too many players. Oh my god, this game. This game is not laggy in the slightest. Who told you that this game was laggy? Who told you that this game was... Servers were absolutely dog water? I wouldn't be surprised if... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's people like that aren't supposed to be part of this server. Because Trove is so good at just managing players that you have to connect into a different type of server in order for you to actually connect into the proper servers, rather than just putting it into the server that you are supposed to be automatically like it is on Xbox. But no, who told you that's going to be a good idea? Yeah, whatever, dude. Who told you that was a good idea? Who told you that was a good idea? Who told you that was a great idea to put in the good servers? Hmm? I just changed to ref. Complete the dungeon. Thank you. Help. Oh, I got like 3 jumps. I got 5 jumps, bruh. Legit, I only had 5 jumps. Oh boy, that's going to cost me. But yeah, Dino Tamer? I mean, Dino Tamer... Dino Tamer is good, but it's not the top of anything. It's above average in dungeons, definitely. And it's definitely above average in DPS. It's just above average all around. If we're talking about DPS on both of them, on both console and on PC, like really has nothing, like nothing has changed. Dude, I have like no jumps. Come on! I got like no jumps. I don't want to risk just going down into any hole. Oh my god. Yep, there is that guy. Completing the dungeons, using a character and completing all of the other dungeons. Like if you're one of those persons, what the hell is wrong with you? I legit. Why the hell would you just go and just complete the dungeons, the other dungeons? Like if you see a group, don't go away from the group. Like you're not the only one that actually needs the stupid thing. And there we go, there's another one completing the other dungeons and using a Shadow Hunter. Don't you love it? Sure as hell do. That's why I hate just running with mounts. So bad. I hate doing challenges. And the guy is even wall banging. Please don't be that guy. Just letting you know. Like, I get it. You want to complete everything fast, but Jesus Christ. Thank you. And there are already people spreading out. Woohoo! There we go. Wall banging enemies, so you can actually get the objective completed. You know what? I'm gonna be that guy. I don't care. I don't care. Almost done, so I too can be that guy. Like, I too can be that guy. I too can be that guy. Nope. If I wanted to do that, I could easily do that myself. I don't want to. I don't have it in me to actually do that. But yeah, I can do that. I can be that person and just kill bosses before actually getting into the dungeon. There we go, we're done. Wait, did you? Alright. Let's go back. Jesus, I hate collection challenges so much. Like the dungeon completion. I can be petty as hell and just... If I wanted to take over all of the dungeons, I will do so. But either way, let's go back and just keep grinding, keep doing our own thing. I'm almost like, how close am I right now? I have 369 on dragon coins. So yeah, 31 more dragon coins and I am done with my first primordial dragon. So I got 21,000 on the qubit. $21,000 qubits and I got 3 allies in a row. Nice. 4 allies in a row. Sorry. Bruh. I got the ally 4 times in a row right now. What the hell? Totally missed that shot. That's another ally. At least give me this stupid banner so I can loot collect it. Because the banner, like, at least the banner is look collectible. The ally is still not. And I got another ally, god damn it. I got the ally. Again. Tag this. Jesus Christ, Trove. And another ally, of course. I don't know why they haven't put like the half fix. What the hell? It started raining? At this hour? Gosh, the Florida. 1 hour is cold, the next hour is hot, the next hour is raining. And then all of a sudden it's like hot as all hell. The hell is even going on? Oh well. There's a banner. I'm afraid that's going to be the console after Shadowy Spotlight, everyone running around with Shadowhunter. From what I noticed, like in the challenge, like literally everyone was running around with Shadowhunter. That's going to be everyone on console. Like, Shadowhunter was already being used by a lot of people. On console, even like a lot of in-game players actually do use the Shadowhunter quite a lot. Yes, despite not being the strongest characters, because they genuinely like the character. And I don't blame them, because I really do like Shadowhunter myself. But it's kind of crazy, like, it's how, Jesus Christ, Trove. How everything is just going to end up being. Trove being so bad, goddamn the lag. Actually, this also happened on Xbox. Not so much this lag, but more so. What is it? The terrible loading times that is on Trove. Trove has horrible loading times. Normally on console, but with recently it's just been even worse. PC normally has a slightly damn. God damn. Not only did it started raining, it started like going crazy. Like the end of the world or something. What the hell? So many. So many roaming around everywhere. But yes, I also wanted to just tell you guys a little bit on what you're seeing on screen, obviously. Like I just mentioned towards the beginning of the stream, I'm going to reiterate again because there's some people that are just joining in and tuning in into the stream. How's it going, everyone? How are you doing? first and foremost. But secondly, I did mention this on my last live stream. And I actually mentioned it on the recording where I did the, one of the recordings on a video that I didn't post, which was on the discussion in regards to light stat value, which this one I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to even try to do a discussion video about it. Might do it, but at the same time I might not do it. But also another thing is that I've been working on for the past almost 2 weeks now. It's been 10 days now at this point. Or 10 days, or this should be day number 10. I don't remember now at this point. Doesn't matter. But I've been working on a little personal project of mine, which is essentially what you're seeing on screen. Obviously that is a screenshot of what I'm doing. But yeah, I've been working and learning about a bunch of different things. I can just spoil it right now. Don't really care either way. But yeah, oof. Damn. So just letting you know for now, if I disconnect all of the sun, probably the lights are going to go. Oh, it's raining like hell. It's raining a whole lot. And I just got like the lights went out for like half a second or a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if the light goes out. So yeah, just letting you know for now. And it stopped raining. Hold on, bruh. It's now. It stopped raining now. It's just, I'm telling you, classic Florida. Like literally 1 second ago, it was raining like really, really, really badly. Now it's like it's not raining anymore, but it's like lightnings everywhere. Like the hell. And what is it, like one cloud just going above us? Like what the hell? Anyways. What I was saying is, like, I've been working on the thing that you're seeing right now on screen, which is staking. It's taking a whole lot longer. Now it's not true. What the hell is even happening? Like, legit, it was literally one cloud. It was raining literally like 10 minutes ago. Raining really hard. It stopped raining, and it was just lightnings everywhere, and now everything's back to normal. Okay, no, never mind. The hell? I need to check outside what the hell is even happening. Yeah, how's it going to... But yeah, I've just been working on that you're seeing, learning, and personally I just wanted to do this for myself more so than anything. It's not something that I just wanted to do for the channel. It's a personal thing. I just wanted to do that on my own because I wanted to do it. But yeah, that's they're seeing right now. It's just essentially a screenshot of it. I obviously put it transparent. And yeah, I just screenshot it because I thought it looked kind of cool. I was like, oh yeah, look at my character. It looks neato. Yeah, it's been something. It's been an interesting experience. I learned so much, especially in regards to making art more so. Just making it like a screenshot or something. Like one of the things that a lot of people wonder in regards to what is it? Oh, if any of you have seen any person doing art or anything in like Photoshop or something, you do know about the amount of layers that they put in onto the screenshot. Like I've learned that essentially the hard way. Like god damn, the amount of layers that you had to put in on like a screenshot or something is ridiculous. Especially if you wanted to make it look good. It's ridiculous. A lot. A lot, a lot. There we go. Well, I got my first Mayfly on Xbox in like 8 hours. 8 hours of grinding. But yeah, it was ridiculous. I I I'm not studying currently the digital art, but I did study graphic design. It wasn't a whole lot. I didn't study for a whole lot of time, but I did went to university for graphic designs. So I kind of got an idea on anything related to digital art, and not to mention a lot of things are self-taught. I've been just messing around with stuff like Photoshop or GIMP or and all of that for a long time now. I've been doing this for like 13 years. I've already still mess around from time to time on programs like this one. Like for the most part. No, I do not code. I never actually attempted to learn coding. Damn. The hell, the amount of vibration in the lightning, what the hell? But yeah, most of the things in regards to digital stuff are self-taught, similar to learning English from, obviously from Spanish. I learned English by myself. I learned like the YouTube editing editing videos, which takes a while to learn. I've learned I self-taught myself. Um, um, like I for the most part, I like learning stuff on my own. Like I tried coding, by the way. I tried coding a little while back, but Jesus, coding is tedious. I will tell you that much. Coding can be quite tedious. But I mean, if you can be good at coding, it's really, really good. But like I tried coding like six years ago, something like that. I didn't do anything coding, but I was reading and doing research on codes. But when I saw that, I'm like, damn, how about no? It's helpful, but damn, it's ridiculous. But yeah, there's so many things that I taught myself. I'm also like starting to learn Japanese. I can't speak it, but whenever I hear certain words or certain phrases, I can now understand certain words, certain phrases. Arigato, arigato. But yeah, I've learned a couple of things in regards to like it's not something that I'm just actively learning. It's just something that I'm listening to it so much right now that right now I'm picking up to it. I'm just picking up to certain things. Obviously, when it is a full sentence or something like that, I'm like, no, hello. But certain words and certain stuff is. I've been learning on that. By the way, do you wish to be in your late 20s already? Or should I say, if you're already past your late 20s, then my apologies, but all right. That's a good life. That is a good life. Being in your 50s and still trolling. That's actually that's really nice and interesting. I mean, better late than never, I guess. It's usually odd. It's interesting to think about that. And that you mention it like this. A lot of people talk about Trove in regards to, oh no, Trove is a kids game. What the hell are you doing in the kids game? When, if you quickly realize that most of the players, especially endgame players are adults playing Trove. They literally 90% of the endgame players are adults, which is interesting to think about. And a lot of people just talk about it like, oh, Trove is a kid game. Why are you playing a kid game? You'll be surprised at how many adults actually do play this game. Just saying. Damn. But yeah, it's actually very funny and interesting to talk about. Oh, I got the ally. The tradable ally. Nice. Let me just put that in the mark, please. It's Rampage, goddamn. Tweetable ally. 29k. I'm going to be that guy. I don't care. Grab it. Love it. Do it. Whatever. There we go. All right. That's essentially everything. But yeah, honestly, I thought it was just funny. It's also like it actually brings me to the question. People ask me, why do I keep playing Trove? So yeah, why do I keep playing Trove? It's interesting. 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, same. It's 5:30 in the morning right here in Florida. I woke up super early, so like I woke up like an hour and a half ago already. So yeah. But yeah, I do get this question asked a lot, like, why do I keep playing Trove? And that was a banner. I never understood the question of why do I play said game, or why do I keep playing one game or whatever. Like I never understood the question. It's like you do what you like, right? Like you generally do everything that you want to do because you like it. Unless you're doing something because you feel like you know, you feel obligated. Like I never felt obligated to play this game. If I didn't want to play, I don't play it. If I want to play, I just go back and play. I like the game. What else could I say? I like the game. I like everything in regards to this game in terms of like how it plays out. Obviously, I don't play every single day. Well, I do. I do log in at least, but I don't grind it. I just log in to check if there's anything new. And maybe do put in some stuff in the marketplace and then just log out. Not even doing the dailies or anything. But I don't grind every single day. Just play whenever I feel like it. I just want to play the game. I want to enjoy it. Yeah. That's usually the reason why I play the game. Yes, I like to play the game to you know, if I wanted to have like an objective to do something, like let's just say I wanted to get to 30 million flux or something like that, I would just grind it and get to 30 million flux or something like that. Or for the most part, what I end up doing is just setting some little goals on myself to keep me motivated as well. But I just don't know. Like, I never understood the question of why do I keep playing Trove. It's like the game. What can I say? That's why whenever I talk about like this certain game, especially on stuff that I don't like, I'm being honest. I really don't like about certain things that they do is because I really do want the game to do better. So yeah. Game is so laggy. This game is so laggy right now. Yeah, I just whenever I talk about this game, I just talk about it because I like the game. That's pretty much everything. That's pretty much it. I like the game, so I play it because I like it. Plain and simple. That's why. Also, another thing is why I don't generally like the season 3 Boomeranger so much. Like here's the thing, I never actually explained why it was just such a weird bad move to put in Boomeranger season 3 right now. It's not because so much I don't like it, which, let's be real, I don't like it as much, but it's more so the timing of the update. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, it's year round. Grab the coffee and get to work and enjoy your time. But either way, like, one of the issues is for me is from Boomeranger. It's the timing. Right now, Trove has been in the dire need of content essentially for a while now. Jesus Christ, this is such a horrible world. It's been in a dire need of content or something to improve upon the game, like anything really. Like, we've been stuck in something like Uber 10 for 3.5 years now, as our highest content available, with only increased from 34 to 36, almost 37k in 3.5 years. Like, the game needs something to help us in our progression. Something, like really something. And the problem is like there's nothing, and they just decide to drop in, especially during this time where the last update was Shadowy Spotlight. And Shadowy Spotlight, while being an amazing update, it really didn't bring anything new aside from all of the reworks and 64-bit combat. But anything new to power up your already existing character is not in Shadowy Spotlight. Shadowy Spotlight is definitely, what is it like? Shadowy Spotlight is more so like class rebalancing and such, and considering that Shadowy Spotlight was the update before Season 3 Primordial, and they just essentially put in nothing for, well, yeah, after Shadowy Spotlight they actually put in nothing for 2 months, and by the time they just decided to put in anything in the game, this Primordial Season 3. It's like, it's so weird. You just stay quiet essentially for 2 months after posting an update that doesn't drop anything in terms of progression, and the thing that you decide to drop in after 2 months of essentially going in the dark is Boomeranger Season 3, where no one actually asked. The timing is just absolutely horrible. It's just, it's probably the biggest question mark that you can just imagine in regards to this, in particular, to everything related to the updates in this game. That's why, like, I was just like, why is this update even a thing? Because it makes no sense to... I don't know if I actually grabbed the golden soul. Yeah, I did. Anyways, but it makes no sense for you to actually go in the dark for so long just to drop in something that no one asked. You get what I'm coming from? Like, it's bad. It's just bad. And that's why I was mainly... That was probably the main reason I was upset. Well, more disappointed than anything in regards to the Season 3 Boomeranger. Like, if they wanted to add it in something like Season 3 Boomeranger alongside another update, or heck, if they wanted to make it Season 3 Boomeranger related, adding in something that, like, part of additional updates that are just extremely exciting to go by, like anything that just helps out the players outside of Boomeranger, like via additional update, via quality of life. Like, if they just drop in stuff like quality of life alongside the Boomeranger Season 3 update, that would have been a little bit better, but there was barely, if any, quality of life stuff that are just noticeable. And that's the big issue. That's the problem that I had. And no one asked for this, and they were like, you know what, that would be a great idea, let's drop in Boomeranger Season 3. Oh, sure, yay. Jesus Christ, this game is so laggy. Yeah, oh yeah, that is amazing, great, brilliant. It's that's just what I think of this. So that's pretty much the main reason why I was disappointed. I was upset about the update. It's just timing. Timing is horrible. And the thing is, that's going to be our update for the next like 2 months. So probably we're not going to see anything, any news or anything related to updates in like 2 months. So, and it is going to be weird to see what are they going to even drop in, because we should be very close to the first. If, let's just put it like this, Trove usually drops in 2 big expansion updates. Like, and by expansion update, I mean like the big name updates, like Paragon, like Polish Paragon, Delves, Into the Deep, Um, what else is a big name update? Geo, Crystal Combat, Going Green, update. Unfortunately, but yeah, update is considered like a big update. But what else? Like some of those big name updates, the one that actually adding more stuff. We should be very if we are like if generally thinking like before, we usually just get 2 of those types of update every year. 2 big updates. Well, they like to call like 2 expansion updates or whatever. We should be very close to one of them, actually. Because usually the first expansion update drops in the summer. Usually, like around summer. Like during Sumfest, so around July. So, or next month. Especially wait until around next month. And they might just talk about... I'm just speculating, by the way. They might talk about the next big expansion. Because usually like the expansion drops in around July, which is during the anniversary. Which is during Sumfest. Or August as well. That's where the majority of the big updates drop. By the way, Trove is just been so horrible in terms of lag. I don't know what the hell is even happening. That's so bad. So laggy. Who the hell is here? There are 23 players, no wonder. There are 23 players in this world. Of course it's going to be laggy as hell. But yeah, like seriously, we should be very close to at least getting notice on the next Trove expansion. Which should be really nice. Let's just hope that the next big Trove expansion is actually our next progression update. Because it would make sense if they actually drop in the next progression update right now. Because everything would make sense because of Shadowy Spotlight. In the Shadowy Spotlight update, they increase the damage on all of the characters, and they also drop in the 64-bit combat precision. With 64-bit combat precision, they can actually just make enemies have more than 2 billion HP. With 2 billion HP, it means that they can just add in stronger enemies. With stronger enemies, it means that they can... Well, stronger enemies and stronger classes, it means that we can probably take on new enemies or something like that. It makes more sense that we should be nearing very close to the next big Trove expansion, because it just makes sense right now. But hey, some of the things right here makes no sense. Boomeranger Season 3, But at this point, we should be very close, because last year the two major updates were Polish Paragon and Tune-Up. Like Tune-Up update and Polish Paragon from 2021. Tune-Up was the Bard update, and which was in summer, by the way, which was during around summer. That's when it dropped on PC. And the next update was Polish Paragon, which was during the end of the year. Last year, the year before that, which was 2020, the summer big expansion update was Delves. It's been almost 2 years since Delves arrived. God damn, that's crazy. So the first big expansion, which was around summer, was Delves. And the next big expansion... What was the next big expansion? It wasn't Deep Dragons. I need to check. Actually, let me check real quick. Let me check that real quick. I want to check. Trovesaurus. Updates. Yeah, it was Update. Update was the next big game expansion, which was released later. But as you can tell, yeah, on PC we got that. Unless they want to consider Boomeranger Season 3 a major update, that would have been disappointing. That would definitely be disappointing. But I don't think it is. I think, because if I actually do go into 2020, which was Update Delves, before Delves there was nothing. Then it was Deep Dragons, Crack the Core, Chloromancer Regrowth, and then it was Tune Up, and then Depth Stepper, Lunar Leap, Polish Paragon, which was the next big expansion, Shadow Spotlight, Boomeranger Season 3, and then there's probably going to end up being either one more update or the next big expansion next up. So I wouldn't be surprised, because we're nearing that time of the year. Let me just go back into the dates, because I want to see when the tune-up update actually did drop. Tune-up update. Tune-up update, where the hell are you? Patch notes. Alright. Doesn't tell Jack. It was roughly 11 months ago. So 11 months ago, judging by some of the things that I see right here. So 11 months ago, it's probably around June. So around the same time frame that Delves drop. Because if I actually do go into Delves dropped on May on PC, July on Xbox and PlayStation. If we go back into Going Green, okay, Going Green, there's, oh well, I can actually see the patch notes right here. So Going Green was around June, yes, also like late May, early June. That was that update, Going Green. Crystal Combat was early, definitely. That was the late. Geode was June. So yes, usually around June or July. That's when they drop in all of the updates, all of the big major updates. June or July. So probably the next big update might be the next Trove expansion. Judging by pretty much everything that I see on the on the other ones, on the other updates. Pretty much all of the updates that are just considered big expansion. Dells, Geo, Crystal Combat. Well, no, not Crystal Combat. Tune Up. Like all of those big Trove expansion updates dropping around from May to July. So within that area. Considering that we got the update early July, early May right now, which was a small update on Boomeranger Season 3. That pretty much may seem like next update might be the next Trove expansion. Again, it's just speculation, but I'm just speculating at this point. Oh yeah, by the way, did you notice that there's a lot less lag now that there's half the players? Trove really needs to just add in more servers so that people connecting to different types of servers. Because my god, it is so annoying to... And nothing against the players that play this game from the other sides of the world, but it's not their fault. It's just Trove being bad because it doesn't auto-connect you to the server that you were supposed to be connected. Which will cause like ridiculous amounts of lag, because even though there's 12 players in this world, I'm still running like 100 ping. Well, obviously for me personally, I'm running like, yeah, like 180 to 100 ping, which, let me just tell you, like playing Trove at 100 ping is ridiculously good, like 82 ping, what the hell? Like Trove at a really low ping feels good. Like feels good. Like you can tell, like just shooting the enemies like this is like 80 to 100 ping. This is how Trove should play out, like literally all the time. If it had what is it, like consistent servers, literally this is how Trove should play out, like this. This is how Trove should play out. This is how 80 to 100 ping Trove feels like. And if Trove had like different types of servers which allowed all of the players connect to different types of servers, so that all of the players have like a consistent connection, just imagine playing Trove like this all the time. You think anyone will be complaining about the lag and Trove servers and KW, like KW Trove servers type of thing? And no one will be complaining about the Trove servers if they played out like this. It definitely would be like really... Like it went as down as 62 ping. 62 ping Trove. 55 world ping. What in the hell? 55 ping. You can tell, by the way, by the number that you see right here. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. This ping, this is the world ping. So this is the ping average across all the players. Running at 55, it means that it's running at 55 ping. The regular RTT is the regular ping. .48. So as you can tell, that's why it feels super good just to roam around like this in this server, like low ping server, and just imagine playing Trove like this all the time. You want to grab an item, you don't have to worry that the item disappears because it didn't register. You can just grab everything, get everything, kill the enemies super quickly. Oh, you want a bottle? Yeah, you get it. You get the materials instantaneously. Now you clear out the dungeons really quickly. Everything registers. This is the power of just having you know, proper servers. Oops, where are you at? Oh, whatever. This is the power of just having the proper servers located to where you want them to be. Like, for example, if you play on the Russia, the eastern side of the world, Europe, there should be a server right there, like around Germany, Europe, like in that area. There should be one from the lower eastern side. Like one for around Japan, for Australian. And there should be one from South and North American. And Canada should be also... There should be like multiple servers for North American, for both Canada and for the US. I know that costs a lot of money, which that's why I'm not going to say that they should do it, but yeah, playing Trove like this is really, really good. And not to mention, it would have been really nice for them to, at the very least, just connect the players into their proper servers, because it's super annoying. Unfortunately, on PC, you have to select the server that you want to play in before, and it's default to the US. So there's a lot of players that play on like Europe or whatever, but they are playing on the US server, which causes ridiculous amounts of lag to the server, because the server is just trying to compensate the lag for them, which is going to ultimately end up just lagging the whole world, because the world is because Trove works on like this ping system, where it actually just takes, for the most part, most of the averages around all of the players. So if one player starts lagging or loading in quite slowly, then another player starts loading in quite slowly, then another player's loading quite slowly, and all of those things just cause the server to just lag out like crazy. And it's going to ultimately end up happening more and more often if, you know, players that naturally have higher ping, they are definitely going to essentially just strain the servers, which is a thing that I really do like about Xbox Trove. Xbox Trove connects you to a server automatically. That, what is it like? It connects you to a server automatically. That is depending on the region that you're at. So if you're from the EU, it will connect to the EU server, and if you're from the US, you connect to the US server automatically, because it's depending on the region on your Xbox. Which does sound really cool. Like if they just do that for PC. PlayStation, for some reason, is like 2 separate servers, 2 separate games, bruh. Like, it makes no sense why those two are separated, but yeah, here we are. I think that they could just do for EU players. It's like, well, for PlayStation, I mean. For PlayStation, what they could do is just merge both of the servers. And considering that there's essentially two separate accounts depending on the server that you're playing. So if you're playing on the US server, obviously it's a different character, even though it is the same account that on the EU server on PlayStation. I think that would have been nice is I think that they do on what is it? On something like PS5, especially if like you have multiple of the same game, it will allow you to select which of the one are like which of the one you can select. So for example, if you select like the Trove EU version, it will connect you to the EU server with your EU account, but even though it is going to be the same game. And if it is the US server, it will be the same thing. It will connect you to the US account on the same on the US server, but it's still going to be like all around. So technically, like imagine having like two accounts into one server. That'll be nice. It'll be interesting. Let me just go into the collection challenge. It's going to suck losing this world, but hey, whatever. The Boomeranger has been my main on console for a while. I happen to have all the best gem, which really make the Boomeranger even usable. But Boomerang is still usable. It doesn't really matter. Which is something that I generally don't like talking about in regards to viability. Like all classes are viable, but you know, still like it's really nice. Also, I'm very excited, especially for Boomeranger mains. Like Boomeranger is going to get a huge buff. It is absolutely ridiculous. The buff that is getting the character is really nice. But yeah, I get what you mean. I missed that coin. I missed that coin again, bro. But yeah, I've heard that so many times. In regards to, oh yeah, this character is not viable. This character is viable. It's like, pretty much every single character is viable. I can tell you that for sure. Especially after building my Boomeranger personally. I'm not talking like Blast Bow Boomeranger, I'm talking like regular Boomeranger. Like character can definitely be really powerful. Like Trophy is mainly a game about stats more than anything. Like if you have good stats, you're good to go, essentially. And generally, Trove is a game about stats. If you have good stats, the character is going to hit hard. Doesn't matter. Because everything works in multiplicative. Like everything in this game is multiplication. So if you have good stats, doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter which character you're doing, you're going to do a lot of damage. Definitely. That's definitely a thing that I will say. But yeah, obviously there's certain characters that will do better than others. I'm not saying that. Yeah, like all the characters are going to be as fast as the Neon Ninja and as ridiculously high DPS as the Chloromancer, like pre-patch Chloro. But at the very least, like every single character can be used effectively, essentially. Which is why I always will say use the character that you want. It's just how it is. Trove is a game about stats. As much as we like to just make all the characters just, oh yeah, this character is ridiculously good, this character is bad, like a 25k PR average stat, let's just say post-patch Shadowhunter is not going to beat out a pre-patch 34k PR gun like Boomeranger. No matter how much you look at it. But yeah, still doesn't change the fact that it's still pretty exciting to see everyone who actually use some of the other characters, like players who are loyal to a character that wasn't necessarily in the meta, and I mean meta in quotations. Like, for example, like players that actually use character that receive some of the biggest buff. So players that are using the Candy Barbarians, the Knight, which myself, it's the Knight. Like I'm super excited about the update. Boomerangers, obviously, Shadowhunters, those who stuck with the Shadowhunter. You know, many other characters, like players who actually stuck with their characters are going to love Shadowy Spotlight for the most part. Except those who use the Gunslinger. Those who use the Gunslinger, I feel bad for you, but hey. Do you have high magic find by any chance? If you actually, this is actually something that I can teach you. This is a tip that I can give you. If you definitely notice, like if you have pretty decent amount of magic find, and you notice that you don't use a lot of flask, then and use Death Define, obviously, then changing from Death Define to Conjure's Crucible might be the best way to go for you. Considering that you do have Vampire and Vanquisher, maybe considering just using Conjure's Crucible and using Flask for more movement speed or more damage, so you can actually just literally delete and one-shot everything. Maybe consider using that now that you are at that point. I would probably say just give it a shot at least. Because I can understand if you don't have Vampire and Vanquisher and you're just running U10 with sub 700k HP, then obviously that Define Vial might be a good option to run around. But once you do have Vampire and Vanquisher around 500-600k HP, like you really don't need anything. You don't need that Define. Because Vampire and Vanquisher will, that if you're constantly doing damage, Vampire and Vanquisher will heal out every single damage that you do take. Martial, Trailblazing, or heck, if you want to go full cooldown reduction like Chrono Trail. But I'll probably say just keep using Martial Trailblazing on Boomeranger. Like I got my, actually that you mentioned, like I got my Boomeranger with Vampire and Vanquisher very recently, like literally this week. I got a pretty good 3-star Vampire and Vanquisher, re-rolled it, and well, it wasn't necessarily that good, but it was a 3-star Vampire and Vanquisher, and I had all of the re-rolls and such. So I was able to test out like it can destroy. Has some problems with momentum building with the basic attack because I personally use the melee. Or probably using blast bow might be just the best way to go. So I don't know. By any chance, are you using blast bow? A bow with blast bow ring effect. Because I might consider using just equipping blast bow, getting a 3-star pyre disc that I have on my personal chest, equipping it, and just go full movement speed Boomeranger with blast bow. And I really want to test that one out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Like I was testing out the Vanguardian, max movement speed Vanguardian, no Martial. That was just so fun. It was so fun. It was super effective, pretty fast. But yeah, if you do have blast bow, considering using Martial Trail and just using Flask every time you do see a boss. So for example, because this is what I'm just telling you, this is something that I personally do for when I do speed farming. So let's just take the boss for example. So if you're just like from really far away and you're just moving around really quickly, you can actually just use a Flask and just kill the boss essentially 1 or 2 shot, kill the enemies super quickly, and then just keep moving on to the next area. Because if you do have blast bow, it's just going to dish out some ridiculous AoE, and the AoE with Martial active is going to kill all regular enemies one shot if you have pretty decent stats. Like that is something that's why like it is something that I wanted to test out personally. Once I get into my Xbox, I can all test it out. Just blast bow max speed farming Boomeranger with pyre disc. Just equip a new pyre disc. I need to get some of the pyre discs that I have on my personal chest and equip it with pyre disc, because I really want to test that one out. Because whenever I was just grinding with melee with the Boomeranger, I noticed that obviously pre-patch with basic, it wasn't one-shotting regular enemies with just your regular basic attack without Martial. So I needed to use Martial in order to one-shot, which is not going to be the case on post-patch. Post Shadowy Spotlight, you can one-shot with one melee without the need of using Martial, which is insanely good. Let me go into the Boomeranger. I have both. Let me... Ooh, I got another ally. Let me go into Ninja, whatever. And let me just go to Boomeranger. Obviously, I will not be able to showcase it very effectively right here, but one of the things that you can do with melee Boomeranger post patch, considering that it does like it will one shot without Martial. Like take this enemy for example, if you're just doing your own standard momentum building. Pre-patch you cannot one shot with one swing. Post patch you can actually just essentially just run around, do one swing and just keep moving on, and I missed. but you can just run around, do one swing, and just keep moving on. Which the swing is super quick, especially if you do have a lot of attack speed on the character. Like you can just literally just essentially just drive by and get all the movement speed buff really quickly. So that's going to be why like post patch is going to be really fun. But pre-patch, considering that both melee and bow doesn't one-shot regular enemies, you need to use martial. Holy... Is it going to be effective? Holy Jesus. But yeah, another thing that I definitely... Which is... I keep forgetting to mention that the reason why is super effective is just because momentum building. Momentum building in this game is just extremely good. This game's movement speed is determined on your actual stat. It's not like most of the games, whenever you're just running around or just sprinting or whatever, most of the game just starts off slowly and then all of a sudden then just immediately just get the movement speed, or just essentially like they do ramp up in speed. They start off slowly and they just move on really quickly, which usually starts off by like just walking and then just sprinting and then just reaching max speed, essentially like a car. They just start accelerating. But in Trove, the movement is super snappy. Everything just registers immediately. And you can just press the button and you're immediately just running around at already full speed, which is extremely good for momentum building, because momentum building is determined of your actual movement speed. So the more movement speed you have, you can actually just take literally half a second to kill an enemy, and then all of a sudden you can just get a huge boost in speed. Which, here's the difference. This is me just running around normally. Let me just get... This is me running around normally without any buffs. Base movement speed 97. Alright. But if I actually do get trail and just activate flash and activate passage, you quickly can see that my movement speed just immediately ramps up really quickly to over 200. I was like 232 at this point. 234. So 234 movement speed. And it just keeps ramping up and up and up and up in movement speed. And the more enemies that you do kill, the more that you actually do get. And with Pirate, that's 276. So yes, my movement speed is 276 at this point. So you can quickly see that just being able to kill enemies super quickly is really effective. So you can just run around like this and just see an enemy, kill the enemy, just move on. And I missed. No, I didn't, but just terrible lag. But yeah, just being able to kill the enemies really quickly, it will allow you to just increase your movement speed like to a crazy extent. So that's how valuable like momentum building really is. You get ridiculous amounts of movement speed just by killing enemies. It's really effective. Really effective. What the hell? That one just spawned literally. It literally just killed that one and it spawned another one. Actually, let me just grab these. Put in. I'm going to be that guy. Telling this ally right here. Actually, doing this is definitely not as worth it, but hey. Not like I got a lot of things to do anyways. And just chilling and talking today. For the most part. Imagine, hopefully in the next collection challenge I actually do get... Because it's half an hour until reset. So in the next collection challenge I will be able to get 5 more daily dragon coins. Plus the other ones, the one from the dragon caches. Damn. Alright. I'm pretty excited to also in regards to Shadowy Spotlight coming out on console. Aside from the obvious reason, but there's so many other things that I would like to try out. Like I just mentioned, Boomeranger Vampire and Vanquisher build. Obviously, max movement speed Shadow Hunter. I can actually finally being able to test that one out because I've never been able to test max movement speed Shadow Hunter ever. Like both on the test server right here, my highest base movement speed is 97. I don't have Barge sub, so having 97 base movement speed plus, and also not having like Barge subclass is way too many movement speed that I'm missing. Especially not having that base movement speed, which is something that I definitely notice. Not having that base 15 movement speed. Brutal, it's a lot. It's brutal, like 15 base movement speed. Which is crazy to think about because it's 15 base movement speed. Which gets added to the already pre-existing base movement speed. Which makes it 112. Plus all of the base movement speed increase, which is plus 100. I will be at 212 movement speed. And then you add in 40% on top of all of that. 45, sorry. 45, 40, I don't remember if it is 40, it's 40. Yeah, 40% on top of all of that. So 40% of 210 is like 80 plus movement speed or something like that. It's like 80, 81. Depending how it rounds up. So 80, 81 movement speed, imagine being 80. Let's just say 80 movement speed. That's 292. I will be running. I will be running at 292 potential max movement speed with a sub. That's ridiculous. To put it into a perspective, the maximum potential movement speed on the Dino Tamer with the Candy Barbarian subclass is 270. 272, I think it is. It's actually slower than my Shadow Hunter in that regard with Pyre Disc. Like this Shadow Hunter actually is slightly faster. What the hell am I doing? Like, it's still slightly faster. It's still slightly faster than maxed out max movement speed Dino Tamer, which is crazy. That's the power of 40%. But yeah, 110 on both of them. Boomeranger should be the Boomeranger should have higher movements with the Dino Tamer if both of them have the same gear, obviously. Boomeranger should have higher because Boomeranger has 3 base movement speed higher. I think potential max movement speed on Boomeranger is 115 without any ally movement speed increase, base increase like Clownish Kicker or something like that. With Clownish Kicker, like highest base movement speed is 120. Like if anyone has the Clownish Kicker, holy Jesus. Imagine. Imagine 120 base movement speed. Boomeranger roaming around with max gear without any subclass. That's 220. 220 max movement speed without sub. That sounds crazy. Oh, max C3. Yeah. And you're missing movement speed. Like max potential movement speed on Boomeranger is 220 without subclass. With Bard subclass is with Clownish Kicker, I mean. With Bard subclass, that is a burst max movement speed of 255, I think, 254, 255, 255 movement speed. I'm doing mental math, so I'm not going to try to say anything if it is concrete, but I do believe it is around in the mid 250s. Definitely. So yes, you can imagine. 250 potential max movement speed Boomeranger. That's with Bard sub and every movement speed buff available, which are very easy to obtain. With Clownish Kicker, of course. Which, by the way, 250 is faster than right here. This is 234. This is 270. This is Dino Tamer level of speed right here. With Pirates, this character is running a Dino Tamer. Or Knight Overcharge. So yeah. Clownish Kicker is a Death Dream ally. I can just show you. Show Clownish. It's this ally right here. It's part of the Death Dream, which gives you 5 base movement speed plus the plus 30 movement speed when you kill an enemy. So no, not a lot of people have it because it's Death Dream. But yeah, it's an ally that's been there for a while, but Unfortunately, not a lot of people have it. Which sucks because, you know, that's potentially the best if you do have ridiculously high stat that you one-shot anyways. So if you don't need the damage from like animated jug or something like that, then definitely for sure using Clownish Kicker is the best way to go because it's 5 extra movement speed. Which is crazy because if I use Clownish Kicker on my knight with Bard Sub, with Overcharge, like the potential max movement speed on the knight is like 278 or 279. Mm-hmm. 279. That's crazy. Imagine 278, 279 potential max movement speed. That's essentially a knight running like this speed. That sounds so stupid. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. The amount of movement speed that you can get on certain classes in this game is absolutely ridiculous. People don't realize that you can literally abuse the amount of movement speed that you can get in this game. And that's not mentioning the amount of forward speed momentum that you get from doing jump dodging. Like doing jump dodge. Jesus, I can't speak. Doing a dump. Oh my god, dump dodge, jump dodge. Holy Jesus, why is it so difficult to say? A jump dodge is extremely valuable for speed farming. You can just add in so many things that just abuse the movement speed like crazy. And this is not counting like dells. A lot of people don't like the dells so much. I don't blame them, but one thing that you can do if you like really fast paced gameplay, one thing that you can do is just test your speed in the dells with level 9 Path Painter. With my knight currently on dells with level 9 Path Painter and all the movement speed buff available, I can reach up to a maximum of 419 movement speed. So 419 movement speed. Imagine. So 419 potential max movement speed. With level 9 Path Painter. Maybe running around at that speed, you might consider looking at delves and be like, holy Jesus, delves is not that bad. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's because I really like the feeling on like how the game feels in terms of like its movement. Like the game's movement feels really good for me personally. Snappy, fast, responsive. Like you can just roam like super quickly. I can give... I'm going to give it like a tip of how to properly utilize a Shadowhunter. If you're ever interested, whenever the character drops, or if you are playing on PC, a tip that I will give anyone who's playing the Shadowhunter: be in the air as much as possible. This character is one of those characters that values all of the momentum gain that you get from jumping more than most of the characters in the game. And I would probably say even might be the character that benefits the most. This one in Dino Tamer benefits like greatly, but this one I will probably say even more than Dino Tamer, because Dino Tamer benefits greatly from jumping, but jump dodging on Dino Tamer is not the best, because the dodge on Dino Tamer is it's average. It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. Like when you're in ult, I mean. But Shadowhunter benefits greatly from jumping. If you haven't, if you can't tell already, I'm just jumping as much as possible with this character. Even like being close to the ground, I'm still jumping. Why? Why is that? One of the things in Trove is going to be in regards to the actual movement speed when you're jumping. A lot of things when you're in midair doesn't lose movement speed or doesn't lose any momentum, which usually happens when you're falling. Can you die? Thank you. That's when you're using stuff like a regular mount. A regular mount, you're moving at this speed, which is not the fastest, and even if you do have movement speed buff, you go slowly. But if you're just jumping, you generally just get the same movement speed if you don't press forward. Like if, let's just say you're in midair and you're just jumping around, you can tell, you see right there. Like if I'm not pressing forward, the mount keeps all the forward momentum on when jumping around. This is the same thing with most of the things in the game. So most of the things in this game keep the forward momentum if you're in midair, which includes the dodging and also includes the basic attack. Look at this. See? See something like this? Let me just get rid of all of my movement speed. With just the movement speed buff, which is 136. As you can tell, look at my my movement speed. Jesus, I'm losing my voice. What the hell? But yeah, when you're just jumping and shooting, you barely lose any movement speed. Which is even more apparent with the more movement speed that you do add. So if you start adding more movement speed, you quickly realize that you barely lose movement speed. Versus if I'm on the ground. So if I'm on the ground or something like this, you're going to see that I'm actually losing movement speed when I'm shooting. Like, look at that. You see that stop every time I just press the shoot button? It doesn't happen when you're jumping. That's why one click in Shadowhunter is ridiculously powerful. And you're quickly going to notice if you do start adding jumping into your game. That's why personally like to jump a whole lot. So you can actually just get all the movement speed buff. And if you're just roaming around like this, you see an enemy, you can just shoot, jump, keep all of the movement speed. You're generally not losing any movement speed whatsoever, because if you're on the ground, you lose movement speed and it's going to essentially be almost pointless. Like, it doesn't matter if you do have ridiculously high movement speed buff, you're generally not going to notice a whole lot of difference. But yeah, that's the general tip that I can give anyone, to anyone. And it's not only on the Shadow Hunter. There's, like I just mentioned, the Dino Tamer actually benefits from that as well. Jump shooting and tap shooting as well. The Dino Tamer benefits greatly from that in particular. And what other character? Essentially, most of the characters that rely on basic attack or rely on their ability that lowers their movement speed. Like, essentially, no spin to win Candy Barbarian benefits from that greatly. But if you're using Candy Barbarian without spin to win, what the hell are you doing? Spin to win Candy Barb do be spinning and do be winning. Revenant benefit greatly from Bulwark Bash builds. But again, if you're not using Speed Spears, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, Bulwark Bash build as well actually benefit from that. Like I just mentioned, Shadow Hunter, Dino Tamers benefit greatly. I'm just thinking which character lose movements. Maybe the Boomeranger to an extent as well. I haven't checked how much movement speed you lose when you're attacking. Also Bard. Bard, I actually forgot Bard actually benefits greatly. Maybe to an extent a little bit on Vanguardian. But IBIN's animations is so quick, but yeah, maybe just use that for Vanguardian. Oh, don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, you know what? Let me just check the characters. Momentum building character that generally lose movement speed. And maybe to an extent Lunar Lancer, but Lunar Lancer is... I mean, most of the stuff that Lunar Lancer do, like, really doesn't... Like, it doesn't benefit too much from it. I know Boomeranger benefits a little bit. Dino Tamer and Shadow Hunter are generally the two big ones, and as well Bard. Those three are essentially the big ones. That benefit from jump shooting and jump dodging. Maybe Pirate Captain as well. Nice solo basic attack build, Pirate Captain maybe. Berserk Slinger stunning ammo. People saying Berserker. Ew. Berserk is so bad. Berserk is so bad. Berserk Slinger is so bad. I would take stunning ammo. Hey, I would not take any of them, but I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I think. 8 more minutes until reset. I will be able to do any type of collection challenge, get the daily done and out of the way. Global shot being global shot and everyone being confused. Oh boy. I don't know what the hell am I doing. Would have been nice to actually get at least one mount drop. Don't you think, game? Like, I'm unlucky on both accounts. I'm just unlucky altogether. I've been here for 2.5 hours. Granted, I have not grinded grinded this really fast, and not to mention I did grind off stream. That's just my luck. That's just my luck, unfortunately. If I get a mayfly, that's like almost 2 mil right there. You know how much I can do with 2 mil? I actually have 3 mil, so I will end up with like 5 mil, and I can generally just go ham and just increase in mastery probably. With that, I could probably reach 400. And with that, I could probably just buy 2 credit potions. That sounds so sad. 2 credit potions. That's crazy. That's just crazy. With 2 credit potions, I will probably get to over 1,000. I will be able to get patron. With patron, I should be able to easily maintain patron status. If I do get 1 patron, I just play every single day. Because 4 credit potions is what? How much is it? 8 mil? That's a lot. I can make 8 mil in 2 weeks. But at that point, I had to just dedicate all of my time into the PC version of the game. How much are credit potions? Are they still 2 mil each? Yeah, 1.9. Makes sense. So depending on how much credits you have, is 3 or 4. So 3 or 4 credit pouches, that's 5.7 to 7.6 mil range with current prices, making that same amount of flux in 2 weeks is not impossible, but it's definitely going to take a little while to get. What the hell am I doing? I'm just running around the same area. So yeah. Oops. Oof. I missed my jump really badly. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy to think. People just still going over the Berserk Slinger. Berserk Slinger is so bad. Berserk Slinger is so bad. It is really bad. Yeah, either way, like, it's just crazy to think about the credit pouch prices. Like, it's still doable. I'm not saying that you can't make 8 mil in 2 weeks. But making 8 million flux in 2 weeks is... It's also not a walk in the park either. Like, if I were doing Xbox, for example, 8 million flux, like as an endgame player, 8 million flux is super easy in 2 weeks. Like, it's super easy. Where is Rampage EU? Because here's the thing. 8 million flux. If you grind an hour a day, 1 hour, just 1 hour of geotopside a day for 2 weeks, you get, let's just say, around 600-700k flux for 1 hour, just as an in-game grinder. 600-700k flux. Multiply that by 14. Or 15, I should say, because it's 15 days. Even at the low balling at 600k flux an hour, you can get patron in 12 out of the 12 days. So just grinding 1 hour a day. 1 hour. And yes, and just essentially 13 days will get you... Around 13 days it will get you a patron just lowballing at 600k flux an hour. So just grinding 1 hour a day for 13 days will allow you to maintain patron status. Easily. No matter if it is 3 or 4 credit pouches. At the current prices. So in other words, you need to grind out roughly, like in U10, you need to grind out that amount. 13 hours in 2 weeks. And if you don't play essentially 13 hours in 2 weeks, then there's no point in having Patreon in the first place. Just at that point, that's not necessarily a whole lot. It's just 1 hour, literally every single day for 2 weeks. And what else? That's not to mention the other flux farming method, like for example radiant shards. Like if you do radiant shard farming with current prices on radiant shard with patron status, that's so ridiculous. Like you can get patron status. What are the prices on radiant shard? At least on PC they're ridiculous, and also on console they're ridiculous, but on PC they're 15 a pop. So you get 150k flux every 10,000 of them. You get 50-60,000 of them per hour. 50 or 60 of them, 50 or 60,000 radiant shards an hour. If you grind somewhat efficiently. So 50-60,000. Let's just say 60,000 because that happens more often. Like I've gotten 75,000 in 1 hour easily. It's grinding radiant shards, but let's just say 60,000. 150,000 flux per 10,000. That means that is around 900k flux an hour. That's 900,000 flux an hour on average. That's 50% more than the average U10 grinding. But you need to know how to be fast, and you also need to know how to maintain movement speed. But there's other places that are just equally or better than Geo topside grinding, the magic find. So yeah, it's definitely something to keep a note of. Just thinking about it, I wanted to do like whenever the Magic Find Elixir comes into console, I wanted to test out like Sunday Elixir with Pot of Gold. Like all of those things just combined. So Pot of Gold plus Elixir plus Lucky Clover plus Sunday bonus plus Patron, Magic 5C for max gear. I might consider using Pirate Cat and sub, but if not, then that's fine either way. I want to see how much flux can you actually make with first of all, how much magic find can you get, and secondly, how much flux can you make in 1 hour with all of those things active. Pretty sure it's going to be super crazy. Definitely it's not going to be worth it to get you know, at least the Magic Find Elixir, because it costs 200 credits per 1 hour, essentially. It's definitely not worth it. It's essentially 1 credit pouch per hour. And unless you make that same amount of flux, not even the same, unless you profit from the amount that you do get, like, it's not worth it. And you need to at least profit from doing that. Like, I don't know why the hell they just put it 200. Like, those should be like 50. They should be like 50 credits, if I'm being honest. And even with 50 credits, I don't know if it is still something that you might want to even consider. I would probably say yes, but like, come on. Really? 200? Like 200 credits per hour? So you're telling me that there's an elixir that increases my magic find by plus 1000. Plus 1000 base, or 1 hour for 200 credits, while I can just get 4 credit pouches, and instead of just spending for 4 elixirs, or 5 I should say, because it's 200 times 5, instead of just buying 4 credit pouches for 5 elixirs, I could just get a 15-day patron and benefit a whole lot more. Like, okay, makes no sense. Not to mention, like, without, let's just say with, what is it? With, I forgot the word. Oh, yeah, with the amount of flux that you can make per hour, let's just say. The amount of flux that you can make per hour, like I just mentioned, 600-700k flux an hour in U10, give or take. That's how much flux you do get at 100% profit, and you don't have to do essentially anything. You don't need to buy anything to actually get that amount of profit. So in order for that item to be better than the magic find, the profit that you do get normally, you have to gain more profit than that, like literally more profit than you do get without it, to even be considered worth it. So you need to make roughly more than 600 or 700k flux profit per hour. So in other words, so let's just take console for example. Xbox, the credit pouches are like 600-700k flux. Let's just say 600k flux. So normally, without that elixir, you can get essentially 1 credit pouch per hour. A little over a credit pouch per hour, but let's just say 1 credit pouch per hour. So with the elixir, so at that point, 1 per hour, you're essentially buying 1 elixir. So in order for that, you need to make an extra 600k flux profit. So you need to start making like around 1.2 million flux to even break even to break essentially even. So you need to start making 1.2 million flux per hour, give or take, because it's going to be 600k flux for the credit pouch to essentially just get everything that you spend in order to get the elixir in the first place, plus another 600k flux for you to actually profit, so you can actually just see the actual benefits and just get the same amount of flux per hour as you would get without it. So See where I'm coming from? Like, you need to essentially make flux to buy the credit pouch to get the elixir, and then just buy more and get enough flux not only to buy the more elixir, but you also need to make the same amount of flux or more amount of flux, despite all of the flux that you spend. You had to get flux for the credit pouch in order to get the elixir, and then get more flux in order to actually compete without like the amount of flux per hour that you do get without the elixir. Like it is just so wrong. That's why it's like it's so backwards. Can I hit? Can I hit? Thank you. Can I hit? Jesus. Yeah, they really didn't think through. Like they really didn't think through. Oh yeah. That would be a great idea just to, I don't know. Put the, like if they were 50 per, so you essentially you would have to make even 100. I'll probably say 100 per. But yeah, 50 would be, in my opinion, the ideal value on them. So you essentially get... God, can I hit? Apparently not. So yeah, with 50 of them a pop, that means that you can get essentially 5 credit pouches. Yeah, 5 hours. 5 hours. So just essentially take the credit pouch price divided by 5. And that's how much it will take you to actually gain. That's how much you're spending per hour, which you essentially had to make that extra as profit. So in other words, you need to increase your amount of profit per hour to 200,000. Not profit per hour. Profit in general, 200,000. And let's just see. I'm actually just messing everything up. So, can I hit the enemy? So it will... So here's the thing. So one credit pouch will be 5. 5 potion will cost you the amount of prices that will cost you for credit pouch. Again, if we put in the 2 million flux that is on PC, 2 million divided by 5 is 400,000. So that's how much that you're spending. 400,000 flux per hour. So you need to profit. You need to make 400,000 flux per hour, then profit 400,000 flux more than you would without it in order to break even. Here we go. Jesus, can't hit. Oops. Yeah, that's essentially what you have to do, because you're spending 400,000 flux per hour, and you essentially had to make 100,000 flux in total. Plus the amount of flux that you do. What the hell am I doing? I'm just like herp-derping right now. What the hell? That's just crazy. Even a 50 credits per is not worth it. Even a 50 credits per one is not worth it for Magic Find Elixir. It's still not worth it for PC. For console, most definitely. At that point, it would definitely be worth it. But for PC, it's definitely not worth it. Which is crazy to think. Because on console it's like 600k flux, then you divide that by 5, which is like 120, if I do recall. So you essentially need to make an extra 240 to even break even. That is just to break even, so you need an extra 240k to break even, because you need... No, extra 240, what the hell? Like an extra 120 to break even. No, 240, yeah, 240. Because it's 120 to pay. And then you need to make another 120 in order to get to the same profit per hour. Because you're not spending anything. So, well, as an endgame player, you need to increase your flux per hour from 600 to 840. From 600,000 flux an hour to 840, essentially. Which, considering the amount of magic find that you do get, because it's 1,000 base, I mean, sounds very, very appealing. Thousand extra magic find. Oh my goodness. Trying to wallbang enemies with lag is... Holy Jesus, it's like the worst. That you're trying to aim and then all of a sudden the game's nah. I don't like you being there in that position. I like you moving like everywhere. Nah. Look at this. Oh, this game. Oh, this game is so laggy. It feels so unresponsive right now. Like, it really does feel really unresponsive. It's just Curse Call. Jeez. It's like, what even is this? Like I'm trying just to run forward and literally the game's nah. Moving forward is overrated. Eh? And didn't even complete the 3-star, bro. Too bad for you. I will be just doing the 3 stars. Too bad. Too bad. Where you at? I want to get to complete this daily. I really don't want to use my cubits to get more dragon coins, but I might end up doing. Just to get the Primordial Dragon right and done out of the way. So I will have to, might end up just spending the cubits and getting the Primordial Dragon. But I want to do at least the Dragon Coin Challenge, so I will stay here for like a little, like a half an hour. Give or take. Oh boy, this Curse Skull is so bad. Still don't know why the hell would they just have enemies spawn like inside the wall. Like, I don't know why they put in Curse Skull spawn right here instead of just putting it, getting rid of this and putting it right down the middle so this doesn't happen. Like, this happens also in Geotopside, which is very, very annoying. Okay, I'm done with the daily star bars. I got 22,000. Look at the amount of store packs there are right now. What the hell? Vibrant Joy, Spring Sting, Spring Fling. What? Why? Oh yeah, these are the new things. As you can tell, 200 per 1,000 per hour. That's you. That is definitely not good. Definitely not good. I'm just throwing traps everywhere. Like, I'm not even in autopilot. I'm like, we're just like, what the hell am I even doing? Hey, how's it going? Welcome. I already completed the goddamn daily. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm like so unfocused right now. What? Yeah, I'm just hunting for some mayflies. See if I can just get them and sell them. Essentially just grinding some extra flux. Just testing my luck. But so far I've gotten everything but the mayfly. It's so sad. This is so sad. Like, it happened on Xbox and it happened again. My luck is absolutely horrible. Like, my luck is so bad. It's like so bad right now. Like, it took me like 850 on Xbox to get my only one, my first and only one. And here I've been just I already killed like 300 of them. 400 of them. Heck, I think like 400 at this point. Like, I've been streaming for 3 hours now, so still nothing. Still no drops. I do not, but I can get them because I do have the qubits. I do have the qubits for the Primordial Dragon. So if I wanted to, I could get it right now. But at least I wanted to do the daily Dragon coins first. So I can get the bonus Dragon coins, get the lesser Dragon caches. And then use the rest with qubits so I can actually save out as much qubit as possible. But yes, I do have essentially everything. If I wanted, I could get it right now. But yeah, I wanted to do at least some of the Dragon Coin challenges. I wanted to do it last hour, but it was Rampage. Because this game is weird. Like, oh yes, let's drop Rampage. I don't know why. Still to this day, it still bothers me. It's just it bothers me. Like, that rampages are not in the half an hour, and the Dragon Coin challenges are in the hour, like every single time. Instead of just being randomly between the two, should be like what it is on Friday. And Friday should be like guarantee half an hour rampage, and full hour should be the Dragon Coin challenges. Instead of just being sometimes the rampage and Dragon Coin challenges all the time. I don't know, that's just me. I don't think I will farm the Spring Bloom on this account. Obviously on my main account on Xbox I already had it because it's the one from that is the amount from last year. Yeah, so that's from the 2021 event, so I already had it. So yeah. And heck, even if I do get the Mayfly, I will probably just end up selling it rather than just using it. Because I can use that to increase my mastery. Because I don't care about just collecting and just getting all of the items in this account. For me, the most important thing is just to get, you know, the most important thing is to get me to 500 total, not total, Trove MR, so. Essentially pretty much everything. It's like this event is the same event as last year, but the only thing that is new is the permafrost bees. Everything that is in the permafrost, that is new. Everything else, like the regular bees and all of the drops, those were from last year. From Spring Fling. It's the same event essentially. So they did the same thing that they did on St. Q's Lick. Where St. Q's Lick was, you know, the Jurassic Plane, was the old items, and then Neon City Luminopolis were the new items. So, yeah. Yeah, they essentially have done most of the events that you're seeing this year, for the most part, are the same event as last year, but yeah. I wouldn't say it's more comfortable for me to play Xbox, it's just that I have more things on Xbox, and on Xbox I'm already at the end game, I'm already maxed out, and I'm already prepared for future updates, so I can actually just test out everything beforehand. So if I ever need to just see how the item looks like or how to check everything, then I can go into Xbox. But yeah, it's just... So yeah, it technically is more comfortable because I have everything, but at the same time I just prefer to play on Xbox because just matching, just matching everything that I do have on Xbox on PC is going to take me so long, it's not even going to be funny. Probably on this account, no. I don't care about Boomeranger, to be honest. On my Xbox account, when it drops, because obviously we don't have the update on Xbox, nor we don't have Shadowy Spotlight, so that's a double whammy right there. But when it drops on Xbox, I might just end up grinding flux and buying credit pouches, using those credit pouches to buy these items, especially this. And yeah, just getting the bomber coins that I get from them, and and just crafting everything like that. I might just play Boomeranger to just join in and just throw myself off the map so I can actually just get yeah, so I can actually just get the some of the coins, like doing the daily or whatever. Credit potions, I don't know. They keep fluctuating, especially right now because of event. But they are roaming around in the 600k flux, I would probably say. I do believe they're roaming right now in the 600. I don't know if they're 700 or 500. But I think like 600k. It's not that much, honestly. Like Xbox, I do believe it's the cheapest out of all of the platform that is not named Swish. And the thing is, with the funny thing about the prices on Xbox is the really funny thing about Xbox is like a lot of people do buy do buy credit purchases to put them at a lower price, which is funny. They buy credit pouches and put them at a lower price so they don't go up, keep going up and up and up. That's why whenever I just see the credit pouches just go down, I always say those people are on a mission. They are on a mission to put the credit pouches at a good price for all the other players. I'm like, bruh. It's ridiculous. It's really funny. Unfortunately on PC it's like right now 1.9. So yeah. Which that was the reason I was doing the calculation a little bit before. But yeah, it's... Can you die? Thank you. It's just crazy. Yeah, I always find it really funny. Whenever I just see the credit pouch prices just go down and down and down in price, like, bro. I don't care, like it benefits me because I don't buy credit pouches with real money. I always buy credit pouches with in-game flux. But it's just funny to think about. It's just funny. Tier 5 run, no, I don't do them. I used to do them, but no, not anymore. And I don't like doing them as much. I find that barely anyone is doing tier 5 runs. And personally, I just don't want to do solo runs. Actually, now that you mention it, what are the prices on ancient gear? Ancient gear. Damn! Damn, son! I know I tried to buy like, yay, you think it. Woohoo! They're four. How much would I get from? 400. Jesus, that's ridiculous. That is absurd. Here, Jesus, this ancient gear, especially like Tuesday patron, ancient gear farming, holy god. Especially with like 2 or 3 players, that would be just redonkulous. Yeah, just like me, that I need to upgrade my stuff in Geos. I'm screwed unless I focus on getting like that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous, man. That's a lot. 400 apiece. Like they were top contender among the best flux farming methods in the game when they were like 130 or 140. They are 3 times the more than 3 times the amount. So with a proper team doing tier 5 runs on Tuesday with Patreon, that's easily like how much should I put in? How much do you get per hour? I know per run you get like 1,000, like almost 2,000 of them. And a run is like 20 minutes. With a good team, it's like almost 2,000 of them. So let's just say 1.5k every 20 minutes. So 4.5k ancient gear an hour, selling it at 450 a pop. that's like 2 mil an hour. That's dumb. That's 2 mil an hour with a proper team and tier 5. That sounds ridiculous. Sold my ally right there. Yep, unfortunately. Even still, like, god damn. It's ridiculous, man. That's just crazy to think about. Heck, you probably don't even need to do that in tier 5. Exactly, if you don't have the resources. Just get some depth chargers and go to delves of like Uber 9 or yeah, something like Uber 9. When at those depths that you actually start seeing ancient gear to spawn normally randomly everywhere. And then you could probably just do that, especially if you find a good challenge delve that has a lot of not only those boxes, like the builder boxes that actually drop builder and ancient gear, which I found several floors that have multiple of them in one floor. Just run, get all of them, get out, and then just repeat the process over and over and over again. That sounds really nice. $2 or $3k ancient gear. That's ridiculous. That's really good. That's really good. That's actually really good. So with a Tuesday, patron, that's pretty much double. So that's 3,000 to 6,000, give or take, on 7 to 10 runs. That's crazy to think about. That's just crazy. That sounds absurd. I can see why people don't do it anyways, because they really don't like geocaves. And some people might find enjoyment out of doing other stuff. But I mean, that is something. It's like, for example, like I just mentioned again, in regards to for example, what is it? Like raiding shards. Like I just mentioned before in raiding shards, like raiding shard farming, if you know how to do it efficiently, raiding shard farming can net you over $1 million an hour easily. Like over $1 million an hour easily. Like on Xbox, at one point, I was grinding radiant shards and I was making 1.4 mil flux an hour. 1.4 million flux an hour, and I did it for 2.5 hours. I remember I did close to... I made close to 4 million flux in 2.5 hours just grinding radiant shards. But for the radiant shards, obviously it was Tuesday, duh. But for the radiant shards, you really need to know how to grind it. Like this, the radiant shards is extremely dependent on how you know how to move really quickly. It's very, very dependent. It's not just, oh yes, I'm using Gonda and just moving from point A to point... No. You need to be using a character that is capable of maintaining ridiculously high movement speed. Similar to this Shadow Hunter, you need to know how to use it. Which benefits greatly. Yes, raiding shards are really good. That's the reason I'm back at 3.1 million flux. I'm back at 3 mil flux just because I grinded radiant shards last week. I didn't grind a whole lot and it was non-patron, but I grinded for like 2 hours. And I sold all of my radiant shards that I got in last Tuesday. Made like 1.6 mil, I think. I believe I made like 1.6 or something like that. Like 2 to 3 hours, give or take. It was really, really, really effective. I was just... At that moment, I was just going full autopilot. I was just listening to some videos and just running around like this. I wasn't necessarily running super efficiently, and obviously I didn't have patron. I still made like a little over 1.6 mil. Or 1.5. I do believe it was 1.5. 1.5 mil. Which, because I do believe I got 100,000 radiant shards. It was was it 100,000? It was 110,000 radiant shards. Which I sold them over time because I don't have a lot of space on my marketplace, so I had to just keep selling them over time. But yeah, once I sold, I got all the profit. Eight more minutes until not recent, until, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, until next collection challenge. Hopefully it's an actual collection challenge so I can get the dragon coins. And after that, after I get the collection, I will open out those lesser cache and then getting the rest of the dragon coins with qubits. And once I get the rest of the qubits, I'll grab my first primordial dragon and probably call it a stream. Because I am losing my voice. So hopefully within those currently 7 minutes remaining, I get a Mayfly. Not asking for much game. Totally have not been streaming for 3.5 hours. Please and thank you. All right. Yeah, I've had like a really nasty cough for the past like, I'll probably say like 4 days, 4 or 5 days already. Now I'm finally recovering from it. But yeah, it is. That was rough. So I still do, like, after talking for so long, I still feel it. I haven't coughed like yet, but yeah, and just all the time I'm just clearing my throat, like. Yeah, that's definitely something that just happened. But I'll probably just, once I end this stream, I will probably just go back and keep doing the thing that I've been doing, the project. Hey, got an ally. The personal project. But it's not so much of a secret right now. Like, you're seeing essentially right now on screen. Like, very much the screenshot that you see on the bottom right, that's essentially what I've been working on. It's obviously not being done, but I wanted to show it because that when I saw that, I was like, yeah, damn it, that looks rather nice. I don't know why, but it looks intimidating. Looking like it could beat the hell out of you. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Even if it is incomplete, I'll just put it right there. There you go. Took a screenshot. Just put it transparent and just left it like that. Yeah. A game, like literally game. Oh, I don't care about the amount so much. I want it for flux. I want it to sell. That's all I care for. Why is it so difficult for me to actually get something in this goddamn game? It's always so freaking difficult to actually get anything in this game. It's not even funny. Like, why do I have to grind like 4 times the amount of a regular human being just to get the same results? Like, why? What did I do to deserve this? Like right now, like one of them dropped me the trophy and the ally. Both of them at the same time, the untradeable ally. This is just the norm from me. Not being the luckiest individual out there. Just the norm. One more minute. One more minute until the hourly starts. If I swear to God, if it is another rampage, I'll be so mad. I'll be so upset. Because rampage was literally last hour. You know what they should bring back? Even though they already removed... Not they removed it. You know... Well, they removed it, which was the weekly bonus that had all of the daily bonuses active at the same time. They should bring that back and just get rid of the faster invasion. Every day is a Monday. Every day is a Tuesday. Every day is bonus EXP. Every day is bonus... Ooh, there's the collection. Every day is every single bonus. More Dragon coins or more of the Dragon fragments. I mean, that could appear once a month. I don't think that's anything bad, really. Better than the invasions, though. The invasion is completely horrible. Like, the invasions... Now that needs to get out. No, that is... Like, what? Why the hell is that even in the game in the first place? Why the hell are invasions in the game in the first place? Like, it makes no sense. 85, okay. Does 85. I never knew the route of getting everything here. Thank you, game. Just grabbing all of these real quick. I don't know about the route, but at least I'm already done. Ooh. And I miss. Oh well. Give me 95 at least. Rawr. 100. Yeah. Yes. Only need an 85 and get 100 because I can. Here's the daily dragon coin. Please give me 25. Never mind. Alright. Oh. Look at the amount of banners. Look at the amount of banners. I have you. Yeah, you can get out of here. Alright. And so I need 14 more dragon coins, so I'll need to buy 3 of them. Alright. Not too bad. Where is my... You should go there. You... Yeah. Not time to buy 15 dragon coins. There we go. And time to get my very first PC Primordial Dragon. Get the Diamond Dragon Egg. I know out of all 3 of them, the one that benefits me the least is the Water Primordial Dragon. In terms of stat values. But it's the most important one out of all of them because I could use this for fishing. I don't care about the stats or anything. So I will get the Water Primordial Dragon. And we are gone. We are Gucci. Here it is. My very first Primordial Dragon on PC. There we go. And I'm 29 KPR. 29.1. But I can actually just make water portals, and if I wanted to do fishing, I can actually do that. But yeah, we are golden. We are Gucci. We are Gucci for the very first Primordial Dragon on PC. Which is very, very exciting, very nice. Now I need the other 2 Primordial Dragons. It's going to take a while, but that doesn't really matter. I just wanted to get at least one done and out of the way. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And let me just check a little some real quick. Question. Let me just go into the Shadow Tower entrance portal. Before I actually just finish everything up, I want to check some real quick. Hearts of Darkness. Do I have everything that costs Hearts of Darkness? Is why... So... Hearts of Darkness. No, I don't have Moon Raccoon. But that's one. Insane Steed, I do have it. I do have the Magic Carpet, definitely. I have the Magic Carpet. Shadow Chain. I do have these. I do have the Cursed Cathedra. Actually, I can do this really easily. What the hell am I doing? Shovel! Shadow Towers. So, Skulking Speed, I don't have this one. Not the Maelstrom Monitor. So this one is the best one out of both of them. That should be my next. Yeah, I should get this one because it's 100. So I'm going to buy some Hearts of Darkness, yeah. Why are you selling so many of this? Jesus, Hearts of Darkness are 4K. Damn. Hold on. Hold the front door. How much do I need? I need... So... 16? I need 16 of them? Yeah, I can just buy this too. Just get this. And get 100 mastery points immediately. Level up my mastery once more. Sell. Just do all of these. And that pretty much around covers everything. I think that would be everything for me. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for sticking around as always. And yeah. Hope you like this little screen that you see right here. Obviously it's just got like I've been working on that a little bit, but aside from that, yeah, this has been another live stream of me just using the Shadow Hunter, finally getting my very first Primordial Dragon on this account. I still need to get 2 more, but even still that's a pretty nice accomplishment considering that I don't use this account a whole lot. Getting 400 Dragon coins is no joke. Either way, leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, and I hope to see you guys next time. Take care and keep on hunting.